This is a city council with a bunch of just crazy, wacky people. Let's see what they say.
In favor of my city becoming a sanctuary city for people like me. I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT. I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like all the time.
All the time.
People
What the
refer
fuck?
to me
This
as
is real?
sir when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am.
Right? Is this a real person or a troll? This seems like somebody that wanted to go make fun of somebody that's trans or whatever would act to make fun of them. But I think this is unironically a trans person.
Prefer to be referred to as ma'am.
Right now in our country, Trump is threatening the trans and gender diverse community. He is using policy to take away protections. He is making it hard for trans people to renew passports, to get the care they need. He is trying to erase us.
I want you to know that I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not.
Yeah, you do. That's why you're there. What the f? This is crazy. Bro, these people are making like normal trans people. They're hurting it. They're not helping. This is not helping just the normal trans people. These are the fucking crazy trans people. Every group of people has their crazy fucking people. Even us on the right, we got our crazy fucking people too. These are the trans crazy people. These aren't the normal trans people.
Want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter.
Yeah, you do.
On my face
yes, you
so
do.
So that you will hear and see me.
Oh my God.
To those claiming that making Worcester a sanctuary city could risk federal funding.
She's like the normal one in the group. Probably not normal at all, but compared to the group, probably the normal one in the group.
Fear mongering.
If you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
You're wearing gloves. Oh my God. This person is going to be sad their entire life. They'll never work on it. It's always going to be like Trump's fault that she's sad. That's crazy, dude. Think about it. She's just going to be fucking sad and depressed and just emotional and have lack of self-control for the rest of her life. That she's gone. It's over. And that's stupid. You know, like this, and it doesn't have to be like there's another universe where this is a happy person, you know, like the Marvel universes, right? Like in another Marvel universe, she's fucking happy, and everything else is the same. She's the only thing that's different, and she's happy.
Wrap up, please.
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump,
$5 super chat from Sergey correcting me, says this isn't normal trans crazy. This is advanced trans crazy. Bro, yeah, every group has their crazies, and these ones, they're not making trans people look good, man.
Want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap up.
Look at me.
Oh my God, bro. They see you're. This person's gonna be angry their whole life.
A new follower.
Okay, we're all done here.
Pathetic.
No, we're all done. Come on.
It's an outburst. Oh my God.
I ask you all, family, may we pick up our bricks? Because we will not go down without every silent cis straight person waking up and seeing the blood on their hands.
I use the pronoun she and her,
okay.
And I am disabled, cisgender lesbian.
Nobody asked.
The Jesus that I know would be right here in this gallery, lined up to speak during this public comment, standing in solidarity with the brave people here. The Jesus I know would be dressed in full drag and serving face, or wrapped in the garb of a non-binary person who knows one gender is way too small to capture their gloriousness.
I'm trying,
I
bro.
cannot overstate
I'm
that the
losing
United
it.
States is rapidly sliding into fascism, and conceding because we are scared of the repercussions validates and allows fascism to continue.
How many lives have to be lost before you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption?
Bro, it's not like people are going out murdering trans people, bro. It's because you guys are sad and you need to work on being less sad. The less sad you are, the better.
You have the opportunity to stand up to violence and fascism that is spreading all over our country like wildfire.
I am agender, and I use they, them pronouns.
Nobody asked.
They, them as a singular pronoun
Nobody asked.
has been in use since the 14th century. No one in this room No one in this room is as old as the 14th century, so I'm going to ask for some adaptation. I invite every member through the chair of City Council to come to my queer studies classroom at.
Let me make something really clear. We need to be glad that this is happening. Okay, there's you on YouTube up above me on Twitch. Thank you guys for being like this. This makes people more righty. The result of this is people going, you guys are fucking weird.
At Worcester State University, you are all welcome every time, but be aware that you are a guest in my house when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
You know how they say like CNN is the reason why Trump got elected, because like they kept just broadcasting everything that he was saying that in 2015, and then everyone voted for him and then he became the president in 2016. You know how they say that? Like because they showed Trump so much, now everyone could hear what he had to say, right? I think that kind of like a similar effect is happening here. By allowing everyone to hear what these people have to say, they're like, these people are fucking whack. Okay. So it's like a good thing that it exists. The more like, let them continue to just be absolutely fucking obnoxiously ridiculous and think that everyone is Nazis. And the more they want to do that, the less support they're going to get from the Nazi shit. They're bleeding support because of shit like this. The left is so annoyed with themselves. They're bleeding support. Like as righties, this is good for us because this brings more support our way. Like this is like repulsive to their side.
If you speak out of turn.
The reason that Worcester needs to be a safe space for trans people is because I can't go home where I can't work, I don't qualify for disability, I can't drive because I'm narcoleptic, and my family doesn't support me because I'm trans, and then come to a city council that won't listen to my voice.
Bro, you're literally fucking talking right now. They're letting all of you fucking crazy bastards talk. Like you're literally, this is why no one will listen. You're being allowed to speak. We're listening. We're all listening. You're allowed to speak. I'm hearing you out. Nobody's stopping you. You feel unsafe because you're unreasonably scared at all times. You have compulsive fear. These are mental issues that need to be worked on. You could be less afraid of this world and still exist. Believe it or not, you're allowed to speak. We're hearing you out now.
To me because no one else will.
How much for one trans life? How many dollars does it take to put them on the chopping block? I want a precise number. I want a dollar amount. And who next? Who's the next protected group to be tied to the railroad tracks? And will you fold for them? Now is the time.
These guys are like acting like the whole world is like all trans need to kill themselves. Like nobody's saying that. Nobody's like advocating for that. Nobody wants that. They want to see the rest of the world as like hurting them. Bro, it's not happening. That's not the way we're seeing it, dude. Literally, I'd rather just leave you the fuck alone.
Stand up for tyranny.
You can make all the rules and whatever you want, but you cannot change nature.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you practice that in the mirror?
Okay. No.
Will you eat from a trans? I have a trans friend that I talk to every single day. She gives me a ton of my news. She gives me a ton of righty news. She's righty as fuck, dude. I have a trans friend I talk to every single day. She's righty as fuck. She's the head of Drama Alert on Twitter. They get 1 billion impressions a month. That is a super righty ass category. Guess who runs it? A trans person. I talk to her every single day.
That's all. Thank you.
These are not a good representation of real life, actual trans people existing in America and the world. These are the craziest ones. And what's most important to them is not trans rights. It's complaining and fighting. That's what they need more than anything. It's kind of like the people on Facebook where like their whole entire life is just arguing politics with people at all times. And they will sit there and go back and forth and on one comment section for fucking days with the same person. You go in those threads and you see these people, they've been going back and forth for fucking days, right? Weeks, months, and it's their entire fucking life. And the fight is more important than their own politics. That's what these people are. The fight is more important to them being, and then after this, they're going to go have a bunch of drinks and have a good time and as if they just saved the fucking world. Okay. They're in la la land. These are not your average trans people. These are the weird ones. Am I going too far? I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to like filter myself here. Is that too far? I think it's fair too. You know, I think it'd be unfair to say, see, all trans people are fucking crazy. That would be unfair. Yeah, I'm just going to keep saying what I think. I genuinely, in my bones, in my soul, in my being, believe in leaving people alone and letting them live their lives. These people aren't hurting anybody. They're just annoying. We can watch it and laugh, but they're not hurting anybody. These people are all going to be sad and angry for the rest of their lives, and that's a goddamn shame, in my opinion. They don't have to be. They could make different choices for themselves, but I don't think that it's going to happen. I think that they're just going to be angry and fight this fight their whole life, and then they're going to live and die feeling like they were oppressed when they never were.